Good afternoon. Welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of the Meris and Scott 10-12 minute wine talk. Coming to you from Wine Styles Friendly Center, Greensboro, North Carolina. That's 3326 West Friendly Avenue, Unit 141. And I've asked Meris to bring a couple of wines that would go nicely with Thanksgiving. So I will hand it over to her and start with.
We are starting with the Rayburn Russian River Pinot Noir. So Rayburn is the name of the winery. It's actually a British slang term, which means a river where one goes to drink. You gotta love that.
Absolutely.
I just need a rock on a river to drink at. But this is also Russian River, so great water source. It's got that the Paluma gap where it keeps it really nice, cool all day, all evening long. The fog kind of rolls in at the evening versus in the morning as it does in Napa. And so it keeps those vineyards really cool. It adds about 15 to 20 days more in the growing season than everybody else in the neighborhood because of how cool it is.
Russian River is one of the better, if not the best, growing areas for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay because of the fog cover.
Part of Sonoma, so if you're wondering, we are in California with that. And I just, everybody loves Pinot Noir at Thanksgiving time because it's something that goes well with a lot of different foods. It also doesn't have a lot of tannins, so you're not kind of like really drying anything out. This does have some hefty exposure to oak. It's 100% French oak. 25% of that's new, and it spends a total of 11 months on oak. 100% Pinot Noir.
100% Pinot Noir. Got some nice cherry flavors.
Has some nice dark fruits to it that I like. In general.
A little bit of plum. Get some, I've been checking the alcohol content lately. I've been checking the alcohol content lately on a lot of the wines because Meris and I talked about this last week. They seem to be going up in the alcohol percentages. This one is a 14%. We've seen them up to 16 here on recent vintages. So very nice. I mean, this will go well with turkey and
Ham.
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 It'll even hang in there with a roast beef or lamb if you've got that.
It's a really nice structured wine that is not overly pricey.
Yeah.
I think we go to prices.
Yeah, we've got it at $32. And if you mention that you saw us on this video, we will give you the special discounted price of $28. So that's slightly better than a wine club membership would get.
And certainly makes it affordable to grab 2 bottles to enjoy with your family at the Thanksgiving.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'll move on to the Roth Estate Heritage.
Scott and I had a little bit of a who's on first with this. He kept going Meritage. I'm like, no, Heritage. He's like, I didn't think that meant anything. I'm like, okay, we'll talk about it. So this is just their red blend. It's a red blend. You can call a red blend anything you want. Gerard has one called Artistry for their red blend. BB Tapestry, that's just a red blend, but they're known for that name. So, one term that everybody does know about red blends, I think probably the biggest is Bordeaux. To say a red blend. Next would probably in the United States be Meritage. Meritage plays off of the word heritage. But it is a copyrighted law. Somebody made up that term, and decided, I'm gonna make money off of this. So if you want to use Meritage on your label, A, you gotta write a check for it. You gotta pay somebody for the privilege to do that. Then they now also have a say as to what they're doing with your wines. Is it a caliber of wine they want to lend their name to? So that is what that word and phrase means. There's other made-up words that aren't like that. Fumé blanc, it's a word that Robert Mondavi made up. He didn't copyright it. Anybody can use it. Out of respect for him and what he was trying to create, people tend to do it in oak, in a Sauvignon Blanc. But so heritage is just what they're calling their proprietary red. The Roth family is in third generation of family making wine in Sonoma. It is all estate fruit, which means they own all of the vineyards the fruit comes off of. And they use the term heritage because of their family. It is family operated wine. This is their heritage.
That's an interesting, I don't think we've covered that in previous conversations. So when a bottle says estate, bottled, any name, anything, if it's Californian and it says estate, Oregon, Washington, do you know?
Actually, in the United States, estate doesn't mean anything.
Oh, really?
Correct. In Australia, if you put estate on something, it has to be 100% the varietal that's in it.
I thought estate on a California bottle meant they owned all the land that the grapes were grown. No? No?
Not legally. You can put estate out of respect and out of the wine industry standard. Estate means you own all of the vineyards and the fruit that's going into what you're doing. So you actually are managing this from seedling to bottling. But it is not a legality.
Learn something new every day, folks.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Well, that's
Isn't that
very,
awesome?
very,
It's
very
so
smooth.
beautiful in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's predominantly Syrah, which takes care of that, but it also has Petit Syrah, Zinfandel, Merlot, Cabernet, Malbec, and Petit Verdot in it, which sounds like the kitchen sink. But when you have something like this, that the winemaker is looking at everything that he has to really create what he wants, the best of what he has to offer. I think this is awesome.
I mean, yeah, you've got the best of both worlds here in these two wines. You got the little lighter, but can hang with the heavy foods, a little heavier, richer. Probably need to lean that way with the beefs.
It's a lot bigger and bolder in the mouth. I still don't think it has a lot of the dry tannins that are off-putting to possibly mom or grandma or cousin Sue or Uncle Tommy. I don't want to be gender specific in that.
Now, Uncle Tommy, I tell you what, he's a handful.
Every Thanksgiving. But no, so I just thought these were two nice representations that weren't crazy priced. This Roth is actually at a really good price right now.
Yeah, we've got the Roth Estate Heritage, $29. And if you mention this video with Meris and I, we will have it on special for you for $25. So give us a ring, 336-299-4505 here at the store. We're at 3326 West Friendly Avenue in Greensboro, Unit 141, Wine Styles. I'm Scott.
I'm Meris.
This is Meris, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you.